Hey guys, I'm just gonna go through a quick trade recap from today, what I took, um, what I was looking at, and kind of how I went about like my entries for the day. So, um, obviously, looking at the weekly, not the weekly, the 4 hour chart, but looking at this week's price action, we've been pretty bearish all week. We filled this gap here, continued lower, and one of the bigger things I was looking at was this 4 hour gap here. Why? Because after filling in this MWOG, we came down into this gap and saw price clearly respect it, bounced up, and then once we got under it, you can see that we came back up, wicked, and then came back down. And this price action here is telling me the market is driving for lower prices. So I'm super bearish coming into Friday off of this bias, thinking we're probably going to go lower, searching into this low here, and then likely this low here. Okay, so that's kind of where I got my bias from going into Friday. So knowing that, I was able to hop in the 5-minute chart, knowing I'm bearish, right? So we get under in the 4 hour, we come back up, we retest this area, dive back down, right? This is kind of what I'm looking at, this lunch hour kind of consolidation, right? We manipulate up into that 4 hour gap, we distribute down a little bit, and then what happens during Asia, we kind of range a little bit, we take a low, and what happens again, we redistribute, take out another high, grab more liquidity, and then from there, it's that big move to the downside. So using this, I can kind of see that there's a clear direction of downside. So now I hop in on the smaller time frame of the 1 minute, and we have market open here. Market opens, we dive lower, retest up into this 1 minute gap, right back down. Right. So now I'm looking for shorts, but I'm not entering this 1 minute FEG because off open, it's extremely common for us to like sweep this low and then come back up and we sweep this high up here and then come back lower. I'm not sure if this 1 minute fair value up is going to hold. So this is not enough of an indication for me to just take a short off of the open and just hope that it's going to go down. I don't take trades just based off of hope. Now, we did dive down lower and take out one of the price targets, but I was still very confident because of how clean the 4 hour was looking, and because we're in such high time frame alignment here, that I was extremely confident that we were probably going to seek this low here, especially on Friday. In my eyes, this push into this low here is kind of what I'm looking for, like the completion of the sell side model for this week at least, right? So just because we took this low, it's not enough for me to think, okay, now we're probably going to just go back up, right? So I'm still looking for shorts here because of that. And obviously we have this 5 minute gap here. Cool. Hop it on the 1 minute. What do we see? We see a push up, a nice clear rejection down. So I took my first entry short. What the heck? Here. Cool. Price target 1 was for 55 points. Cool. And then price target 2 was all the way down here. So I took a small trim at 55 points, right? And then immediately after we swept, we get this extremely bullish price action above this inversion gap, and I just took the rest of my position off on a closure here because we did this really bullish move back above. Cool. Still looking for shorts though, just because this initial move didn't push us all the way down to 804. Doesn't mean I'm just not going to take anything. So I'm still looking at this 5 minute gap. I was hoping we would pop above it and then dive down. However, what I saw was on ES, we actually did take the high. So this is what you call an SMT. And not only that, but we also took this high on ES. And we dove back into this 1 minute fair value gap. So Still looking super bearish because of this SMT, and then now I'm just looking at which index is weaker, and because NQ is the one that didn't make the high, this is generally going to be the weaker index. So I'm going to look to take shorts on NQ here. So we tap back into the 5 minute, we start rejecting, right? We create that SMT, and then off this candle here, I popped in a 30-second chart because it's such a quick move. I want to take the fair value gap that's a little bit bigger generally. Cool. So looking at this fair value gap here, and I just took my entry short right as we tap back into it at like 995. Targeting lows down here, and I put my stop above the high. The reason I put it above the high is because if we push back above this, A, it's probably going to close the 5 minute gap is probably going to get closed above, and B, that's going to invalidate the S&T. So that's going to fully invalidate my trade if we get above this high here. So stop went above the high here, targeting lows, super easy trade, shorted, and nice clean price action all the way down. You can see we nicely respected pretty much every single PD ray on the way down, right? 30-second FEG there, we got respected. We got a smaller one here that was respected, right? Really clean trade, just melting all the way down. And I took off my entire position right about here. And I also covered some puts. I sold my puts down here as well. I swung puts from Thursday because I was bearish with the closure of Thursday's close. So I swung puts and closed position here. And then I got fully out, I believe, right about this low here. Once we made that second low, I got fully out because all targets were complete and I was done for the day. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense, guys. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. See ya.